Connor Ezekiel Sports Report. Raducanu eases Pastor Stevens on Eastbourne grass. That's one story there for all my lovers of tennis. And France coach Deschamps encouraged by Mbappe return. And even with that return, France didn't get to win their game yesterday. All right, so all these are dailies. They've got interesting, catchy headlines, just like you've heard. You can check them out and read details of these stories. So we move on from there. Moving on from there, looking at what's happening right here at home, we will start off telling you about, the man called Fidelis Electrical. A lot of people have been asking questions. Fidelis Electrical, he's been around. He's one man that has, been around for some time. So we're just going to give you a brief rundown of what he's been up to. Let's say from 2015, in almost 10 years, right? From 2015 to now is 9 years. It's not, I think. I know it's 9 years. Wenga is even here in the building. Yes, Wenga, a very good morning to you.
Are you doubting your maturity?
I like the way you creep up on me, meanwhile. Yes, welcome to Sports Drive.
Oh, thank you very much.
I know you had a good night.
I
don't know where you're trying to twin with me. I don't think
Funnily enough, I didn't know you were on purple. I just had to come in purple. If you guys want to see us, just go live on YouTube, on Facebook, and you see purple couple. Purple couple.
That's very rhythmic. Yes, Wenga Fidelis Electrical has been around, and since after he guided Enugu Rangers to win the NPFL title, a lot of people have been asking. So we'll just do a brief rundown from 2015 because it's in 2015 that people started hearing a lot about him, and in that 2015, promoted to the NPFL. That's with the now defunct MFM. That's Mountain of Fire Ministries Football Club, MFM FC. And then in 2016, they finished 16th in the MPFL. In 2017, they went all the way to second position. Then in 2018, they finished 11th on the log. Then 2019, they finished 4th in the abridged version. We had an abridged version in the league that year. Then after that 2019, he joined Heartland Football Club of Owerri. He was loved down there in Heartland. 2020, 13th position with Heartland. 2021, 13th position with Heartland. He left Heartland Football Club. He joined Plateau United. In Plateau United, 2022, second on the log, and then 2023 they finished 5th in the abridged version of the league. Then he joined Enugu Rangers, and joining Enugu Rangers 2024, they finished as champions of the league.
Absolutely. I mean, when we talk about Fidelis Electrical, one funny thing about the career you just reeled out is he's had some sort of success in almost all the clubs he's gone to.
Yes, indeed.
Even MFM, I remember how torrid it was to coach MFM that year in competition in Lagos State, and the fact that even the players he had to work with weren't fully professional like that. They were transitioned from the youth church in MFM to the top and he was still able to make second in his second season, right? Then he moved, although Heartland, and I don't know why they're always heartless with whatever coach that comes in. He does 13. They didn't even have to give him a top table finish. But he went to other teams, still got second, I think in Plateau United, and now is a champion. So you could see the generic progression in his career, and I don't think pushing him for the Super Eagles job is the next best thing. I mean, we can push him for probably a foreign job, let him build more portfolio as a club coach. Then
outside the shores of Nigeria,
probably outside the shores of Africa, because he has the qualities, and then he can now start talking about maybe administration.
All right,
in
Nigeria. Yeah. All right. Okay, we move away from coach Fidelis Electrical, and we will now be going into the abroad stories. In the abroad stories, let's let you know that, four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka, this is tennis story, and of course, Kei Nishikori, they'll be representing, Japan in singles event at the Paris 2024. And, the homies in Japan, in fact, they're having a frenzy.
Of course.
They're so excited about, these developments. I don't know. Nobody should blame them for that. Naomi Osaka.
She's a shining light.
I'm telling you.
She waltzed into invisibility stability after that interview quagmire, but she's been able to come back and still do the job on the turf.
Yes. After that interview, some personal things, happening in her life, having a baby, and then now she's coming back.
With, I think she called it mental.
Okay.
One thing.
When got details of that story, it's okay.
Let's just move on.
We'll move on to, yes, indeed, another story coming out in football. Meanwhile, if you're listening to us, you can join via WhatsApp on 0809-993-0137. What I want you to do for us is to just attempt this question on the question of the day that we have about the Euros that's going on. So far, so good. I don't know, do you feel a dark horse team, the ones who love to call minnows, will go on to win the Euros, or you feel a big team will win the Euros this time around? You can drop whatever your take on WhatsApp, all right, while we give you a rundown of some of the stories. Yes, Lewandowski joins Cristiano Ronaldo as the only player to score in 4 different Euros, and Mbappe as well netted his first ever Euros goal. These are some of the the stats and the records that have emerged. The other time it was the Croatia Lord. That's Luka Modric. He's my own GOAT, and he
won the man of the match, and his team exited.
He still exited the competition. Most importantly, he's become the oldest player to have scored in a Euros game, and people are saying Cristiano Ronaldo is still there. He's going to be saying Wenger, hold my tea.
Yeah, that kind of thing. In fact, the Euros and records have been 5 and 6.
Yes,
indeed.
Do
you know that the highest goal scorers the highest goal scorer in the Euro is own goals?
Yes.
We've had 7 own goals in this competition.
Very, very amazing
stats. It's still far from the 11 that 2020 gave us.
Yes. I want to say 2020 gave us a whopping 11.
I mean, and then Malen, who was the latest culprit, scored the earliest own goal since 1950s.
You see this Euros?
Earliest goal. As in, records are just
popping in. Amazing stuff happening in the Euros. Let's see if maybe Ronaldo will break that Luka Modric record. Good run, Lewandowski. Even with the injury, he had to still turn up for his team. But then it's the end of the road. And then Mbappe first ever, Euro goal. Some of the stats, making the round from the Euros 2024. And if I have to take us away a bit, yes, from what's going on in the Euros and Copa America, shall we do golf? Oh, yes, we shall. Let's give you some interesting, oh my days, the interesting golf.
Why are you blushing looking at his face?
Because it's Peter Odemwingie. I don't know, this particular player has lived up to what we've been preaching, away from football. I feel like football stars can do other things. When the career is over, everybody must not fuse into administration or coaching. It must not be in that sport. And Peter Odemwingie is now 42. Let me tell you what's been up with our former Super Eagles player. Peter Odemwingie now is a PGA graduate with the class of 2004. Yes, graduating from the Birmingham University. Professional Golf Association, that is PGA, Professional Golf Association. Following a football career in which he earned 65 caps from Nigeria, former Premier League striker Peter Odemwingie graduated as a PGA member last month. But then, the whole ceremony and Serere, it just popped out yesterday evening, and a lot of people have been gushing over what he has achieved. What this implies is that he wants to take golf seriously and do other things with it. He said it was his wife who encouraged him to try it out while they were on holiday in Turkey in 2013. And Peter now hopes to use his status, to grow the sport, particularly in Nigeria and in Russia, which have produced many well-known footballers. But in these places, these countries, golf still has huge growth potential. Now, the APGA professional is a certified member of the Professional Golfers Association, and PGA professionals influence how the game of golf is played, how the game of golf is coached, how it's promoted, and how it's managed. They also enjoy careers, all over the world in a wide variety of roles, from coaching, courses, management, and they can also play. So when it comes to the senior tour, if he wants to ever play, by the time he hits, I think he said 50, he can go on senior tours because he feels there's a golf player in him.
Absolutely.
Away from this coaching scene.
It's a very interesting story. And before his wife encouraged him, I think it's also notable to mention that it was Roy Hodgson at the time that was taking him and some players to golf courses to just while away time, and he felt like, wow, I have this in me. I could
and
do
the
this.
Excitement.
And when his wife saw him doing the interest and encouraged him to go, and I think he joined Aston Wood Golf Club at the time in the UK.
Yes.
Now he's graduated. He's become a PGA pro, and he's looking for. I can see him probably establishing golf clubs both in Nigeria and in Russia, where his father and his mother respectively come from, and it's quite interesting.
Seriously, there's something I think. I can do. Let me see if we can hear from Peter Odemwingie. We have about 3 minutes to go. Let's see.
My name is Peter Odemwingie. I'm now a PGA professional. I'm really proud of myself and all my friends that are graduating today as well. It's a long journey. I fell in love with the game. I played lots of pro-ams as an amateur. I'm coming from a football background. Had a decent level career in a group sports. Now it's a different sport. Sometimes you can be lonely in golf. It can be lonely, just you and your caddy, if you have one. But the PGA itself, feels like a family. And seeing what the PGA professionals enjoy, the moment the opportunity came, when my game became as good as an average pro will be, I passed the playing ability test. I was accepted on the program, and I was as excited that day as I'm excited today, really. It's motivating itself. So being around people who have the drive to achieve, get this badge on their chest, it's on its own motivating, because they will learn so many life skills that, at my age, they will still be very beneficial. Made me a better person in general, like not just the coaching. We did the level 2, which was the exciting part for me. But then getting to know presentation skills, there's so much you can learn from this, and it's something I can share with my kids. And when they're teenagers, they can make the call to say, I want to follow daddy's steps. So it's an investment all around that's beneficial even for my children.
The sad part is you cannot see my face to see how hard I have blushed.
They can see on live.
The people on Facebook,
yeah.
The people can just hear, they cannot see. But if you're on Facebook, I hope you've seen how hard I've blushed over Peter Odemwingie, because this is something that I've always preached. Anytime I meet pro footballers, I always try to push it. It must not be in football. So Wenga, we don't have time. This is where we get to draw the curtains on today's edition of Sports Drive. Do well to join us later in the evening when we bring you Football Frenzy from 7 p.m. Yes, all the way to 9 p.m. All right. It's been an exciting time. I will not be able to take anything much, so we'll just wrap it up here, all right? Kachioka is my name. They call me the Queen of Sports. Good morning, good morning.